Shalom. All praise to the Most High, Yeshua, Hayabah, Mashiach, Yeshua. This is your Akshema of the Holy City of Jeshurun. And we in Jordan right now. Want to do a video real quick for y'all to encourage y'all to know that this is the place the Most High has set for us. A remnant, all right, an elect, you know what I'm saying, that can come out and have some type of protection, you know, from that's about to happen over there in Babylon and all the four corners of the earth, right? First, I'm going to read to you something out of First Maccabees, right? Chapter 1, verse 1, right? This is First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1. And it happened that Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim and smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. So this is just a breakdown that this happened and a period to where there was a lot of conquering going on in this region. All right, this is what I'm showing. There's a conquering going on in this region. I'm jump down to verse 5. And after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Verse 6. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. So he parted the kingdom in 4 ways. All right, and this will be Cassandra, who was over Macedonia. It would be Seleucus, he was over Asia Minor. Lysimus was over Asia Minor. Seleucus, I forget what he was over, but the one we want to get to is Ptolemy. All right, he was over Egypt. Now, Ptolemy is the one we're going to focus on today, right? And I'm going to show you why we're focusing on him. This is Psalms chapter 49. I'm going to go to Psalms 49 and 11. And it reads, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. So during the Grecian Empire, when Alexander was conquering, he named certain lands after himself. Like you got Alexandria in Egypt. People like to say, oh, that's named after the woman Alexandria, but it's named after Alexander the Greek. Then you got his people, his 4, companions of his youth, that they start naming lands after themselves. All right, and so we go into another scripture. Let me get Isaiah. Okay, because when you conquer, you can do whatever you want, because now you control the narrative, right? This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. So you got those that are in power. Most are saying woe unto them because they have prescribed, right? All that we read, all that we think that we're getting knowledge and wisdom and understanding from, is from those that have conquered and given us a history that they want us to learn as truth, right? So I'm going to show y'all something right now. Let's go to this pillar. This is a pillar, right? We're in Amman. Right? Get close on. It's Amman from this period coming down, 55 BC. We got pottery, Neolithic period, Chalcolithic period, Bronze Age, Iron Age, Persian Empire, period, Hellenistic period. And known as Rabbit Amman during this time, from 5500 BC, and coming down to the Hellenistic period of Alexander the Greek, namely 332 BC to 63 BC, it was named Rabbit Amman, right? The emergent settlement was named Rabbit Amman and centered here during the Ammonite period, Iron Age. Now, come behind me, follow me. Get this pillar right here. Alright, we're at the Amman Citadel, right? This is what is called modern today, Amman, right? And last, you had the Ottoman Empire period, which was 1516, 19 to 1917, 18. Then they got their liberty and their freedom. With the establishment of the Umayyad Caliphate, the government center of the investment of Al-Biqwa district was here and named Amman. So it's called Amman. Now, you look at the time. 661 AD to present time, it's called Amman. So we got a gap. We left from over there, it says 62 or 63 BC. let's take it to the middle. Right? Let's take it to the middle. As you can see, the pillar says Philadelphia. Right? Number 10 period. 312 BC to 106 AD. You gotta see this. Let's look at the Roman period. This is we got the Roman captivity after the Grecian captivity, 63 BC. Come back over there. Hellenistic period, and then 63 BC, and then which was the Grecians. Now you got the Romans, 63 BC to 324 AD. So this is during the time that Hamashiach was on the earth. This place was called Philadelphia. This is why we're showing y'all this. Hey, let's read it. The capital was rebuilt in the classic style and renamed after the Ptolemaic ruler of Egypt, King Ptolemy Philadelphus, because his last name is Philadelphus. So, as we read in Psalms, when the wicked, they conquer lands and they call them after their own names, he renamed this place Philadelphia. Now you might think, okay, that's a cool history lesson. What does that mean? This is what it means, y'all. Let's go into Revelation, because if you know anything about the 7 churches of Asia, one of them was Philadelphia, right? Now, it's grievous because we studied to show ourselves approved, and if any of you Google right now, where is the 7 churches, they're going to show them all in modern day Turkey, right? But now, we're showing you that during the biblical time of Hamashiach on the earth, and even to 324 AD, which is well within the realm time frame of when John the Revelator got the prophecies in Revelation, it tells you this place was where we're at was called Philadelphia. Now let's check out what it says to that church. All praise to your name, Hayabashi Mishai. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 7. And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia, that's in Amman, write these things, said he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key to David, he that openeth and no man shutteth, and shutteth and no man openeth. So us being here, glory to the Most High have a way for us that nobody going to stop. Ain't nobody can do nothing about this. We here because it's the will of the Most High, right? Verse 8. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door. What is this open door? It's an open door to get away from the perils and the danger and the tribulation that's about to come on the whole earth soon, right? And no man can shut, no man can stop this. For thou hast a little strength and hast kept my word and hast not denied my name. So, we know for sure it's not a whole lot of brethren of the house of Israel that's woken up to the truth, that call on his true name, which is Ahaya, Ashur, I am that I am. So he's saying, those that are here, the ones that have held fast to my name, I got an open door for you. I got a way out for you. Let's read a little more. Verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Glory to the Most High. That time come, it will be those that are here in the church, in the land of the church of Philadelphia, following the commandments, and with the hope of salvation, we can come to this point where the people that are imposting can be put down in subjection and go into servitude as our forefathers went into servitude. Verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. This is what y'all need to know and hear and understand. There is one place on this earth that the Most High said he will protect his people. Alright? It's in the wilderness. Right? And the rest of the world is going to be going through the hour of temptation. So understand, coming out of Babylon or wherever you're at on the earth to Amman is an open door to get you to the wilderness where he can keep you from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right? All praise to the name of the Most High. Sure, higher. Because I always wanted y'all to see this, because this is something I saw when I got here. I laid my eyes on it. It's like, hold on. This place, this Philadelphia, it ain't in Turkey. Yes, y'all. There was a biblical time when the prophecy was given. Where we're at right now was being prophesied to by Hamashiach Yeshai through John the Revelator. And I'm going to read you also what the Most High says about us and the protection that we'll have. This I'm reading in Ezekiel. So I'm reading Ezekiel, and I'm going to read it in Zechariah. This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 10. Thus said the Most High Power, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. This is the Most High speaking to Ezekiel, to Og and Magog, who think they're going to come get at us when we're dwelling in the wilderness without no walls. They're going to, man, let's go get them dudes. Ain't nobody watching them. They sitting in there with no walls. He said they're going to come and try to dwell in the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest. We're going to be at rest. And that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. You understand? This is how we're going to be living at this time. To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, because that land at Kadesh Barnea is a desolate, just desert. Nobody's there. And we're going to come inhabit it. And upon the people that are gathered out of the nations which have gotten cattle and goods and dwell in the midst of the land. All praise to your name, Hayabashim Shai. Let's go to another precept. Same thing, going to tell you the same thing. Zechariah. Let's go to Zechariah chapter 2. And it says, Zechariah chapter 2, verse 4. And said unto him, Run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls for the multitude of men and cattle therein. Verse 5, For I, said the higher, will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory in the midst of her. This hasn't happened yet, y'all. This is what we seeking and hoping as far as our salvation and getting that promised land to be able to endure to get to. All right? So understand today, y'all, man. It's a lot going on, man, that I wish I could even go into, but just know that the hour of temptation is right up on us, y'all. As a people, as a nation, we have a place prophesied by the Most High in the Word to come to, all right? I encourage y'all, you don't have much time, all right? You got to keep the Most High, put the Most High first, and let Him order your steps now. If He ain't been ordering them, you need to trust Him and move now, all right? Don't worry about what you have. Don't worry about nothing else that's going on in your life, man. You got to worry about what the Most High say. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and I'll say verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven, right? Verse 2, a time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted, right? I'm going to jump down to verse 5. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. Y'all need to understand it ain't the time to be trying to start a business, trying to invest, trying to make things better for yourself financially in a place that's a sinking ship. Babylon is a ship that's going down. It's falling, it's falling, it's falling. You have but a short time to get up out of there. Take what you need. Don't take what you want. Take what you need, cast that away, and get yourself into the borders of the Most High, man. Get yourself over in this region, man. I pray, man, y'all hear this truth. I pray, man, the Holy Spirit, man, minister to y'all right now, man. Check the precept, check the word, man. This is the way it's going to go down. There's not going to be anyone being caught up by a chariot from the land of Babylon, y'all. Y'all need to know this for sure, because no Israelite church or camp can tell you or show you one precept that's going to show you where it says, Mashiach's picking anybody up from Babylon, because it's going to be destroyed, you guys. It's going to be destroyed before he comes back. You need to know this, man. Right? Most I will, I do a video on that, man. I know some videos I'm supposed to be doing, videos on the Gentiles, but it's been a little bit of a chore to even get back here. But glory to the Most High, He didn't preserve me and bless me to come out of Babylon. And I'm just trying to warn y'all, man. This is Philadelphia, right? The church of Philadelphia is right here. Prophecies apply to those that come here, man. Be the will of the Most High, man. Y'all make it, man. All praise to the Most High, Haya, Shua, Haya, Bashim, Shai. Rakatah, Haya, Kwam Yash Allah. Y'all be blessed and be faithful unto the Most High, man. Come out of here. Shalom.